Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Selamat datang ke Sidang Ketiga Konvokesyen Khas Open University Malaysia. Hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, diminta supaya berada di tempat duduk sepanjang majlis berlangsung di samping menjaga SOP yang ditetapkan dan mengikuti acara sehingga tamat. Untuk keselesaan semua, mohon letakkan telefon bimbit ke mod senyap. Sekiranya bantuan diperlukan, sila hubungi staf kami. Sementara menunggu majlis bermula, nikmatilah alunan muzik dan tayangan slide. Terima kasih.
Perarakan graduan masuk ke Dewan. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Sidang hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, selamat datang ke Sidang Ketiga Konvokesyen Khas Open University Malaysia. Kami memohon kerjasama para hadirin untuk mengambil tempat duduk kerana majlis akan bermula sebentar lagi. Terima kasih.
Para hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, sementara menunggu majlis bermula, kita ikuti taklimat keselamatan Pusat Dagangan Dunia Kuala Lumpur.
Welcome to World Trade Center Kuala Lumpur, your preferred world-class venue. As your health and safety are our top priority, please pay attention to this health and safety video. Hi, I'm Paul Menon, and I will walk you through this video, which comprises of two components, which are the standard COVID-19 procedure and our emergency evacuation procedure. The first is the standard COVID-19 procedure. In accordance to the COVID-19 Standard Operating Procedure (SOP) set by the government, we have prepared the necessary facilities to ensure that each and every one of us abide to the SOP to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Number 1, temperature check. Our officers will be placed at entrances to monitor your temperature. If your temperature exceeds 37.5 degrees Celsius, you will not be allowed into our premises and will be advised to seek treatment accordingly. Number 2, please always wear your mask whenever you are in World Trade Center Kuala Lumpur building. Number 3, always practice good hygiene and wash your hands frequently with water and soap. And number 4, practice the correct physical distancing, which is 1 meter apart, and avoid handshakes or any physical touch. For your information, all our halls have been sanitized and disinfected according to the SOP set by the Ministry of Health Malaysia. The second component is the emergency evacuation procedure. If you hear this alarm while you are in the World Trade Center Kuala Lumpur, stay calm. Leave all your belongings and walk to the designated emergency assembly area in a swift and orderly manner. Do not run. Your assembly area is located at Plaza Merdeka Car Park, Level 4. Follow our emergency response team (ERT) instructions to go to your assembly area. Do not worry, as our ERT will be there to assist you. Remember to always follow the procedure and ERT instructions even when you are at the assembly area. That is all from me, Paul Menon. Hope you will have a good time here. And thank you for choosing World Trade Center Kuala Lumpur, your preferred world-class venue.
Akademik masuk ke Dewan. Majlis mohon berdiri.
perarakan besar masuk ke Dewan. Majlis mohon berdiri.
Majlis mohon terus berdiri.
berkualiti, sistem pembelajaran terkini. OUM perintis universiti terbuka yang perdana. Warga penyayang penuh dedikasi mendukung nilai murni, bersama-sama mencapai kejayaan demi kecemerlangan. Program pengajian berkualiti, sistem pembelajaran terkini. OUM perintis universiti terbuka yang perdana. OUM universiti untuk semua.
Sidang hadirin sekalian, dipersilakan duduk. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim, Pro-Chancellor. Yang berbahagia Profesor Madya Dr. Ahmad Izzani Awang, Presiden dan Naib Chancellor. Ahli-ahli Senat Universiti, div-div jemputan, para graduan, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang dihormati sekalian. Selamat datang ke sidang ketiga Konvokesyen Khas. Kami merakamkan ucapan terima kasih dan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan atas kehadiran para hadirin sekalian bagi menyerikan lagi majlis yang bersejarah ini.
Bacaan doa dipersilakan Dr. Wan Muhammad Ubaidillah Wan Abbas.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi dan salam sejahtera. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Allahumma ya Allah, ya rabbal alamin. Tuhan yang Maha Kuasa, pencipta sekalian alam. Kami bersyukur kepadamu yang telah menciptakan kami sebagai makhluk yang terbaik dan menciptakan alam ini untuk keperluan kami. Ya Allah, ya Syakur, ya Alim. Kami bersyukur ke hadratmu kerana dengan izinmu jua, maka universiti ini dapat mengadakan majlis Konvokesyen khas ini bagi meraihkan kejayaan pelajar-pelajarnya. Kami bersyukur kepadamu kerana dengan limpah kurniamu jua, para graduan telah berjaya mengharungi berbagai rintangan untuk menyempurnakan pengajian sehingga berjaya dan menerima anugerah pada hari ini. Ya Allah, ya Waliyat Taufiq, kami bermohon ke hadratmu agar memberi petunjuk kepada para graduan supaya mereka dapat bekerja dengan lebih baik dan penuh dedikasi dalam lapangan masing-masing demi untuk kemajuan agama, bangsa dan negara. Ya Allah, ya Qawi, ya Aziz, kurniakanlah kekuatan kepada kami warga OUM agar dapat menjalankan amanah dengan penuh tekun, sabar dan dedikasi. Satukanlah hati-hati kami serta kuatkan semangat kami untuk terus berjuang dalam memberikan pendidikan sepanjang hayat kepada masyarakat. Ya Allah, jadikan negara kami negara yang maju, makmur dan aman damai serta mendapat keredaan-Mu. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Terima kasih.
Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Sidang hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, dipersilakan Presiden dan Naib Chancellor yang berbahagia Profesor Madya Dr. Ahmad Izzani Awang untuk mengumumkan tujuan majlis dan menyampaikan ucapan alu-aluan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang bahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim, Pro-Chancellor. Yang bahagia Profesor Datuk Dr. Muhammad Hamdi Abdul Syukur, Pengerusi Lembaga Pengarah Meteor Sdn Berhad. Ahli-ahli Lembaga Pengarah dan Senat Universiti, Dev-Dev Jemputan, Pengurusan dan Staf Universiti, para graduan dan keluarga, serta tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang dihormati lagi dikasihi sekalian. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Selamat datang ke sidang ketiga Majlis Konvokesyen Khas Open University Malaysia. Terlebih dahulu, kami seluruh warga UUM dengan berbesar hati mengalu-alukan kehadiran yang berbahagia Tan Sri Pro-Chancellor serta para jemputan ke Majlis Konvokesyen Khas yang diadakan untuk kumpulan graduan ke-24 dan 25. Sesungguhnya kehadiran semua sudah pasti menyerikan lagi detik yang penuh bersejarah ini. Sidang hadirin sekalian, tujuan sidang konvokesyen ini adalah untuk menganugerahkan ijazah-ijazah kepada 366 graduan dalam 11 program. Pada konvokesyen kali ini, terdapat sejumlah 7,549 graduan yang tersenarai di dalam buku konvokesyen. Bilangan graduan yang besar pada konvokesyen ini melambangkan dedikasi OUM dalam usaha mendemokrasikan pendidikan tinggi. Walaupun pandemik COVID-19 telah memberi kesan yang besar kepada sistem pendidikan di Malaysia dan global, OUM kekal sebagai peneraju institusi pendidikan terbuka dan jarak jauh. Justru, kami ingin menyarankan agar semua graduan mengamalkan pembelajaran sepanjang hayat. Meskipun ini merupakan hari untuk bergembira, ia tidak menandakan tamatnya proses pembelajaran saudara-saudari. Masih banyak lagi yang perlu dipelajari dan dicapai. Kami mendoakan agar segala usaha para graduan akan mencapai kejayaan. Sekali lagi saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada yang berbahagia Tan Sri Pro-Chancellor kerana mempengerusikan sesi ini. Sukacita saya memohon izin yang berbahagia Tan Sri Pro-Chancellor untuk menyampaikan ucapan serta mengisytiharkan pembukaan sidang ketiga Majlis Konvokesyen Khas ini dan seterusnya menganugerahkan ijazah sarjana, sarjana muda dan diploma seperti yang dinyatakan kepada graduan yang tersenarai di dalam buku konvokesyen. Dipersilakan yang berbahagia Tan Sri Pro-Chancellor.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang bahagia Profesor Datuk Engineer Dr. Muhammad Hamidi Abdul Syukur, Chairman Board of Directors Meteor Sdn Berhad and Vice Chancellor of University Malaya. Yang bahagia Associate Professor Dr. Ahmad Izzani Awang, President and Vice Chancellor, OUM, OUM Board of Governors and University Senate, graduates and family members, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. Okay, thank you. Terlebih dahulu, marilah kita melafazkan kesyukuran kepada Allah yang Maha Esa kerana dengan limpah kurnia-Nya kita dapat meraihkan pencapaian para graduan di Majlis Konvokesyen Khas OUM. Tahniah atas kejayaan para graduan dalam menamatkan pengajian. Majlis Konvokesyen adalah saat yang ditunggu-tunggu kerana ia merupakan kemuncak kepada usaha gigih bertahun-tahun saudara-saudari sekalian. Syabas. Dear graduates, firstly, I would like to congratulate Yang Bahagia Associate Professor Dr. Ahmad Izzani Awang on his promotion and appointment as the new President and Vice Chancellor of OUM. Being an existing senior management staff of OUM, he already knows OUM very well, and I look forward to his leadership in taking OUM to another level of success. This morning, a total of 366 from 11 programs will be receiving scrolls, graduating scrolls from this session. I see that many of you are graduating in the fields of management, accounting, and human resource management. My congratulations also go to your loved ones, your family members, who must have helped you to achieve the success today. And your commitment and dedication have finally borne fruit. Well done. Of course, OUM graduates are quite different from the conventional universities because most of you are working people. And also maybe most of you have families, children and so on. So it's a more challenging effort for you to graduate, to pass these exams. But you have given it the focus and the effort and has shown that it can be successful. In a way, I can understand and feel what you have gone through, because when I was younger, much younger, I was doing my course in Australia, Chartered Accountancy, which was articleship and required me to work full-time for 5 years with 2 weeks leave a year. Those days, we don't have IT like today, and I had to do night classes and even correspondence courses, so it's quite difficult. But it's much easier than what you have gone through because I was young, single, no responsibilities. So I take off my hat to you. I'm going to take it off, but congratulations. You are done something special. Also special because you have to make sacrifices. People may not realize, but sacrifices in terms of quality time with their family, weekends, holidays, which is sacrificed. So I think you deserve to achieve your goals today, very much indeed. So please continue this commitment and passion throughout your learning life. Now I've come to the part of my speech, my usual one, where I come on to my messages, some pesanan to you. I got 4 of them at the time, not too many, otherwise I'll be staying here too long. I might be preaching to the converted. I think you might be very much aware of this pesanan. In any case, I think they are good messages, and you should try to pass on these messages to other people who, especially young people, who might very well benefit from it. Okay, the first saran is on lifelong learning. Because the fact that you have your scrolls today with a degree should not be the end of learning. It could very well be the next stage of your learning, because this learning is a lifelong thing. As Henry Ford of Ford Motors in the past said, you're old if you stop learning, whether you're 20 or 80. So you want to be young, keep on learning. Among other things, there's so many other benefits. Especially nowadays, things change so fast. This is the world of digital space. New things are discovered, new things are done. Not by the years, it's by the weeks, by the days sometimes. So if you don't keep up, you become learning, you'll quickly be out of date. And when you're out of date with knowledge, you are irrelevant. You have to be relevant to the society, to the environment, to the competition. And Malaysia, just like any other place, is becoming more and more competitive. You have to compete with the counterparts here, with other graduates from other universities, in Malaysia, from overseas. How to have an edge. If you don't keep on learning, you'll be going backwards, the others are going forwards. And you have to look at life in the long term. You have to prepare yourself to be competitive. Even in my own case, and what I've learned in the past, nowadays not relevant anymore. So these additional skills that you have, or you will gain further, are all added values to you, to your life. Added value to you means added value to your family, to the organization you work for, and eventually to the country. That's how the country can become a knowledge-based economy. Without this knowledge, acquiring knowledge, we won't get there. And that knowledge-based economy cannot stay put. It just be continuing with the pace of what's happening in the world all the time. I like to quote the good example of lifelong learning is our own Tun Mahathir. He's 96 years old. You will remember he stepped down as Prime Minister and was re-elected when he ousted Najib. After 16 years, mind you, stepped down as Prime Minister, away from that office for 16 years, and come back as Prime Minister. And what happens? He comes back, come to the office the first day, hit the ground running. In other words, as if he never left the office. He was up to date with everything that's happening around him for 16 years. The economy, not only Malaysia, internationally, the political things happening, all that. An example. And that's why I guess he is, he'll probably reach more than 100 because he keeps learning, keeping interested. So very good example of lifelong learning. Well, I'm not too young either. I'm 82 years old. I'm still learning. I have to, nowadays, have to listen to lectures, read things about this digital space, cyber security, artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, Bitcoins, cloud computing, even the local stuff like takaful also you need to learn more, Sharia laws, I got to know also. If I don't know these things, I'm irrelevant. because I can join these discussions on these subjects. So to be relevant, you have to keep up, even at my age. Of course, I still learn other things like having golf lessons. I still do that. So you learn means you learn not just learning for the thing, but learn anything else. You want to learn music, you want to learn art. Why not? Broaden your scope. It makes you more valuable. It makes your life more interesting. Useful, you know. There's a quotation here I'd like to read to you. You can each teach a student a lesson a day, but if you can teach him to learn by creating curiosity, he will continue the learning process as long as he lives. So in other words, if you just get a child, to be curious about things, then he's on his way because he's curious, he wants to know what's happening, he will read about it, learn about it. So the curiosity part is very important. Make them interested. Like Mahdi, I guess he's curious about everything. When any technology thing coming in, new equipment, new machine, he wants to know how it is. Not particularly his thing, but he wants to know. So all of us, I think, have a duty to encourage our young people to want to know, a desire to know and to learn and be curious. Of course, those amongst you who are teachers will have the best opportunity. You have face-to-face connection with the young people every day. So that's my first pesanan. Now comes the next one. Now learning, what is the best route to learning, to knowledge? Is through the English language. So proficiency in language is very critical to our progress. 80% of the world's knowledge can be accessed through the English language. So if you're not proficient in it, sorry, if you may be very spoiled, but just pass the message, you can pass to other people. You're not proficient in it, how are you going to compete? Don't talk about compete in the world, now globalized world, borderless world. Just Malaysia alone, just compete with the other people who are graduating from private universities, all English, overseas graduates coming back. You have to compete with them. And how you do acquire knowledge? You have to have this ability to access knowledge. And most of it is contained in the English language, 80%. Of course, in Malaysia, I've talked like this at the convocation for many years now. It's very unfortunate. Over the years, things have not improved. It might even have gone down more. We have lost generations of young people who are not proficient. We can see all this from the private sector when we interview young people, graduates for jobs. Many, yes, graduates, but when it comes to conversation, trying to explain things, they can't. Private sector, you have the others who are so proficient. So it's difficult for those without English proficiency to move up in the private sector. Okay, you join the government service, but you can see the effects already. Senior people already, they're now coming senior people are also not proficient in the government service, many of them. It's quite evident. Used to be in conferences, international conferences, the Indonesians, the Thais ask us, please speak at the conference, because normally we have our same views. Please speak, because we can speak better in English. Today, they are the ones who speak up. We are too shy to speak because our command is not so strong. I mean, you ever heard, sometimes when we see people speaking, our people speaking, You're a bit shy to hear. It's happening today. And it is international language. It's useful for you. You go overseas in China, all the airports, 2 languages only, Chinese and English. I remember in Masjidil Haram in Mecca, inside I got 2 notice board, one in Arabic, one in English. You know, the Malaysians, many of us are proficient. They are really very valuable and they are great assets. And the world recognize this. So what happens today? Many Malaysians are working big jobs overseas. Singapore, Australia, UK, US, anywhere. They are in demand because they are proficient in English, they can communicate. Because of the proficiency, they were able to upgrade their knowledge and skills. So of course, it's becoming a more globalized world, borderless world. In fact, you want to be someone who is borderless. In other words, you can work anywhere you want. Now, to be that, you have to have those quality abilities. And it's proven, many Malaysians are overseas, working, doing very well, successfully. But they are proficient. Sorry, I got to refer to my notes, so sometimes hard to read. Okay. There are some quotations I'd like to read to you regarding the language. It says here, no, it's not a quotation, it's my comment here. I'm just saying that, of course we realize that the current education system, is one of the main issues, like why we have this weakness. And over the two decades, the leaders know the problem. They know the solution, but they cannot implement it because of sensitivity, political interests, they want to safeguard the votes, things like that. Every new prime minister come and say, I want to reform, So they say, education, do this, but they can't do it. The politics and the sensitivity always overcome it. So in the meantime, we cannot give up. We should encourage our young people to do it on their own, plus in whatever is available in the school, university, plus do their own thing. Reading, writing, conversation, watching English programs, things like that. Even reading English comics will help. So we need all of us to encourage our young people to do that. And English language is a beautiful language. If you have proficient, you can have access to such wonderful classic novels, beautiful poetry, Shakespeare. Of course, during my time, when I sit for my exam, literature, I have to study Shakespeare. Macbeth, Romeo and Juliet. How many of you have read Shakespeare, for example? Not requirement, but you do something because that is beautiful, English language. Okay, I think that's the second one, pesanan. The third one is on good values. Again, here, I've been speaking many years about this every time. Unfortunately, our values in Malaysia has gone down also. Good value means what? Integrity, honesty, accountability, responsibility, these sort of things, Good conduct, good human being, care for your neighbor, simple things like that. Unfortunately, our values have come down, the good ones have come down, and the bad ones are coming up fast. And many examples of that, unfortunately. So values are very important. Having a scroll like that, degrees and all that, yes, it's good knowledge, but you have to be a rounded character, rounded personality, balanced personality with good values, with good knowledge. Then it's productive, it works very well. Otherwise, you get, like the financial crisis a few years ago in US, the smart people, bankers, by the way, all MBAs, I think, from universities, they created these investment products, sell it to people, billions of dollars. They make a lot of money, but people lost billions of dollars. It became a crisis. They don't care, smart, but they don't have that value, the good value. And of course, we don't have to go very far. Joe Low of 1MDB fame, he is a Stanford graduate, applying his thing, some of them. So obviously, he's got no good values. In fact, there was a survey a few years ago here in Malaysia on 2 universities. The question was, 2 questions. One is, will you accept corrupt money? Will you accept a bribe? The other question is, will you give a bribe? And the answers were, majority, yes. Today, if we did the same survey, I think it'll be worse. Very unfortunate. Well, an example about the quality of our value is, for example, study loans. I've got this figure for 2 years ago, still there. Study loans. Over 600,000 students took the loans, graduated, got jobs, didn't pay back a cent. And this money is meant to provide loans for other deserving students. So the government even took the step to take away their passport, not allow them to travel overseas. By the way, if you steal billions, your passport is given to you nicely, by the way. So, today in Malaysia, we come to subject of corruption. Because values, you cannot ignore corruption. Very important part of having good value, you won't be corrupt. In Malaysia now, so many cases. 1MDB, of course. By the way, 1MDB is now being tried in US court. Very fast, I think it's moving very fast, faster than the way it's done here. So, and I hope that those cases in the US will bring out a lot more names of culprits in the thing. That will be good. But here we know cases coming out in the courts. It's a long queue waiting, but already we know cases coming up for Mara, Tabung Haji. Tabung Haji, the money that savings by people to go to Hajj, itu pun ambil juga. Where is the value there? And of course, this corruption happens because people, positions of authority, power, they can give permits, licenses, approvals, so all that accumulates. Give contracts, nowadays contract double the normal cost, buy things also double the cost. It's very costly to country, to us. All these surplus things, leakages, is going into private pockets, So, and we cannot afford this. And if it goes on too much, too long, and nowadays the cases are not few thousands of ringgit, in the millions and hundreds of millions. We know a billion or so, but so huge. We cannot afford that. Think of your children, grandchildren. They are the ones going to pay for this. How are you going to find the money to pay for it? If by that time the economy goes down, we become a corrupt country, we are a banana republic. It's possible. Corruption can ruin a country. You look at Venezuela, very rich, a lot of oil. Today, bankrupt country. Why? So we're not careful. We don't really stop this corruption thing. It can lead us down the drain. So Malaysia dulu very happy, very proud. Malaysia boleh. Actually, it's Malaysia semua pun boleh. With corruption, anything is possible. That's why, with corruption, anything is possible. So anything bad can happen. You can go down the drain. Semua pun boleh. By the way, that's a catchphrase lah. But I like OUM's catchphrase. Semua boleh belajar. So semua boleh belajar. That's I put it on your face mask, by the way. That is a good one. We like good press boleh lah. That is another catchphrase now, new one. Malu apa? Yeah, malu apa? What shame? What shame? It appears that we are no longer sensitive to shame. We're not shameful anymore. We have so many things to be shameful about today. In the world, we are one of the most corrupt in the world. The 1MDB stolen money is the biggest ever in the world from any country. We are famous. Today you ask people overseas about Malaysia, all they know is about 1MDB. And they ask many questions we cannot answer. Shameful. Actually shameful for us to show our face overseas. And then, malu apa? If you look around, even our environment, you can see people earning salaries, salary working people. You can see some of them so proud to show off their expensive cars and houses, take regular trips to the whole family overseas holidays. If you look around, you might notice some of this. Yeah. Malu apa? They don't care. And yet these people, most of them, pray 5 times a day, never miss a day fasting, go to Umrah, even go to Hajj. We have these people today. Malu apa? So I just want to introduce this new catchphrase, malu apa, so that we are shameful. We should be ashamed of what's going on and what famous for now in the world. So the message should be, we should have zero tolerance for corruption. under good values. One example of this is Singapore. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, the former Prime Minister, he used to come to Malaysia, and when he come here, he's very smart. He dig in information for us. So normally have dinner with the business people. I attended one dinner, 10 of us, with him. He asked us questions, what's happening, and all that sort of thing. So we asked him, how did he manage to control corruption in Singapore? Oh, he says it's very difficult. You have to do it very early in the start. When we first got independence, we were very tough. One of my ministers did something, we penalized him, and he came running to me crying to let him go. I said, no. He committed suicide. He doesn't care. They have maintained that very rigid, strict thing over corruption until today. Singapore today, if you do something, small thing, corruption, they will wallop you. Just like they are very tough on sensitive racial and religious issues. One statement, they lock you up. Here, everybody wants to be a hero. You make statements about sensitive statements, sometimes not correct ones, that make people other the other side, talk about religion or race, make people angry. These are sensitive things, but they want to do that to score points to get votes, and yet these statements, which should be corrected, nobody corrects them because sensitive. If they correct them, they might lose votes. It's happening today, and it's causing unnecessary racial and religious things, which in my time, in my younger days, never happened. This thing never happened. You're all together. So anyway, that's the issue that's hanging around us today. So zero tolerance, that's what they did in Singapore, and until today it's working. No harm in looking at Singapore, sometimes we say, why look at Singapore, we'll be envious of them. No, we should be following what they've done right. What they did to corruption should be followed. In fact, what they're doing to the economy, how they run their politics should be followed. Look at the quality of their ministers. All very well trained, well educated, very well done. Nothing wrong with following good things. Okay, my last pesanan. It's about health. No, you young graduates, you are a special lot. Quite different from normal universities. Most of you are working people with families, you are in the 30s, 40s. So your responsibility is quite different. Health becomes a priority because you are coming to that stage where you can get very ill. And once you're ill, you cannot work, you cannot apply your knowledge, then all what you sacrifice or you've done is wasted. It's not becoming an asset to the family, you are a liability. They're going to pay your medical bills and so on. Why I say this is because, I want to focus one is only on diabetes. Obesity and diabetes go together. But diabetes, we are the worst in Southeast Asia. Millions of us are affected. So, and of course, it's in all of us because it's in our diet. We like to eat sweet things, it's not our diet. We have to take care. I speak like this because I have two sisters, twin doctors. One died, starting with diabetes. Once you get diabetes, you go on treatment, and then you affect your kidneys, affect your heart. The other twin now is already on treatment, daily treatment. So it's happening to people around us. The authorities say millions are diabetic, but if they say millions more are diabetic but not tested, they don't know. It's easy to test, you can buy a thing in a chemist shop, a few dollars, and you just a small prick on your thing to get the blood to test, measure your sugar content, that's all. I do that. Simple. And to prevent your diabetes is And being healthy is very simple also. No exams, no sacrifices, only discipline. Look at what you eat, do some exercises, and that's it. So that was my last pesanan. I hope well, you can help. If you are knowledgeable about this, fine, but please pass the message around. Respect those people who may benefit by it. Today, we have quite a number of graduates in the various sectors in the field of management. So let me just say a few words about that. Now, management is the administration and controlling of affairs of business or organization. This can also apply to entrepreneurs who run their business. Therefore, the courses cover a broad area of subjects that can be applied to also a broad range of types of organizations and activities. And some of the technical areas covered include planning, organization, organizing, finance, marketing, production, and so on, so on, so on. A lot of things, technical things that you have to study. Very important, of course. But I think one of the more important aspects of management is about people. How you manage people and how they react. So relationships with people, how do you treat them? Do you show respect for people? Up and down, even little ones. Respect for people. No bullying, no talking down. No throwing a bit weight around, things like that. No? These are parts of having to do with people. And if you don't have the right way to do it, you won't get the cooperation, you won't get the support, you won't get the achieve the objective that you want. And this all requires also good leadership. Sometimes we talk about leadership, you think, oh, that's not me. But almost everybody is a leader, you know. If you are the head of a family, the father, hey, you are a leader of the family. You are a leader in the family. You are in the class, in the section, you are heading the section, you are the leader there. Once you are that, a leader, you have responsibilities. You have to be, because they look at you as a model, how to do things. So you have to be a role model, have the right things to show. So remember, almost everybody is a leader. And leaders have got those responsibilities and aptitudes that you must have. Of course, the good qualities lah. Because people are looking at you. You are the leader. So, I mean, just to extend that the technical part is very important, but don't forget the people factor. Here's a couple of quotations that relates to that. One says, and I say that one of the greatest lessons I've learned over the past couple of decades from a management perspective is that really, when you come down to it, it is all about people and leadership. Another one says, managers have traditionally developed skills in finance, planning, marketing, and production techniques. Too often, the relationships with their people have been assigned to a secondary role. This is too important a subject to not receive the first line of attention. So that's just to indicate how important the people part is. So that is the end of my speech, actually, almost. So now it's with great pleasure that I declare all graduates and members of all graduates as members of the OUM alumni. I hope you will do your best to serve your country and society as part of this alumni, which already has more than 90,000 members. Once again, I join everyone here in offering my congratulations to all the graduates. I wish you all the best and hope you will have a very bright future. Thank you. Dengan lafaz Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, saya mengisytiharkan Konvokesyen Khas Open University Malaysia bersidang semula. Dengan kuasa yang ada pada saya menugerahkan ijazah sarjana, sarjana muda dan diploma seperti yang dinyatakan kepada graduan. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Pro-Chancellor. Majlis diteruskan dengan persembahan multimedia. Hadirin dimohon terus berada di tempat duduk.
The biggest challenge I faced during my studies, I would have to say, is juggling my time.
First sem and second sem, masa tu saya memang pregnant. Lepas tu I macam struggle sangat nak belajar tu.
OUM is one of the stressed area. If you fail to manage your time, that's it.
It depends on what you're aiming for, all right? Some people aim for quality education, but how do you define quality education?
Hi, I'm Sophia.
My name is Reynolds Tu and I am 30 years old.
Nama saya Tamin Selvi, umur saya 40.
Nama saya Chandran, anak lelaki Turai Raju.
So I have joined OUM in year 2017 in the Master of Counseling program.
And I'm a Bachelor of English Studies OUM graduate.
Diploma HRM here and then continue the HRM Bachelor here also.
Diploma habis in 98. Saya study degree 2014. There's a big, huge gap. I totally lost my education environment. Tiba-tiba masuk, then I firstly struggle lah to study.
I just wanted to complete my tertiary education. I wanted to improve my skills, gain more knowledge, and at the same time, I saw many of my friends graduating and I never had the experience, so I wanted that for myself.
In OUM, while I was still studying, I had a lot of mentors from directors and friends and everybody who's inspiring, like a Catholic nun and things like that.
For me, this is almost 1 year I have to adapt this culture and then I have to plan my life to study. Walaupun ini online, kita belajar tapi memang tutor kita banyak tolong kita.
Basically, all I needed was an internet connection and all the materials or resources were at my fingertips. The digital library was so well equipped. At the same time, if I wanted to get in touch with my tutor or my peers, I just logged on to the MyVLE, the forum, and yeah, I'm basically in a classroom.
Since then, I've actually met many different kinds of people and that my life has changed significantly.
Further study, part-time is not like a full-time student. It's very difficult. You must manage your time, otherwise you are stressed. So I cuba ikut apa yang mereka OUM beritahu.
Really, I really struggle, but very happy to be continue study because you have to achieve something, right?
I really appreciated that the university was very flexible. So OUM's distant and online learning allowed me the flexibility to actually travel and yet study at the same time. I did not have to give up one dream to fulfill another dream.
Once I did my diploma, OUM offer me 18 subject can credit transfer. Siapa yang boleh bagi? universiti lain boleh bagi ke? I'm not sure about that.
Apa yang saya dapat ni hari ini adalah OEM yang ajar saya. Orang kata, OEM is nothing lah. No, saya adalah satu benih daripada OEM yang setia kepada OEM.
This is an academia. It is something that is really different. Maybe you can't find an academia like this.
I'm glad to be OEM student.
And you need to be proud to be an OUM alumni.
We are all going to be greater people in the future that provides our services to the society.
What I know, I want to teach my children.
There's no such thing as, that phase of my life has passed and that people can only study in their teens or their early 20s. Education is a lifelong process and it is actually the best gift that you can give yourself.
Because in OUM, we cultivate friendship, we cultivate wisdom, and we cultivate respect. Over here, our intellect comes into play, but then meaning in life comes into play as well.
Oh, I achieved something. Yes, I achieved something.
We are not actually promoting OEM. We are promoting education, giving the foundation to the news outside there. People don't know about OEM. And don't forget, you already achieved, got that role in the hand. You must bring one more person that you know is outside to you OEM again.
I always live by Mahatma Gandhi's words, live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever.
And it is also great that you have to tell a great story for your own life. So I bid you welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Penganugerahan ijazah sarjana, sarjana muda dan diploma. Dipersilakan Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Pro-Chancellor.
Fakulti Perniagaan dan Pengurusan, Sarjana Komunikasi Korporat,
Sashidaran anak lelaki Santi Sigaran, Syariza binti Ishaq,
Sarjana Pengurusan,
Chan Hong Meng, lulus dengan cemerlang. Hizaruddin bin Razak, lulus dengan cemerlang. Jessica anak perempuan Binit, lulus dengan cemerlang. Muhammad Khairi bin Muhammad Arifin, lulus dengan cemerlang. Nur Sineh binti Moksin, lulus dengan cemerlang. Nur Ain binti Zamri, lulus dengan cemerlang. Rahimah binti Muhammad Zain, lulus dengan cemerlang. Syarmitra anak perempuan Gunarasa, lulus dengan cemerlang. Ahmad Suhaimi bin Abdul Rahman, Aiman Faris bin Muhammad Aris, Hari Balan anak lelaki Arumugam, Yong Eng Kwang, lulus dengan cemerlang. Nuriani binti Abdul Rahman, Abdul Aziz bin Abdul Lawah, Dundang anak Undong, Mat Lunat alias Doni bin Aguk, Ivy Esra Matius. Kiprawi bin Sani. Lim Ah Chai alias Lim Chor Kui. Muhammad Zairul Fazumi bin Muhammad Mahtar. Muhammad Syafiq bin Saadun. Navin Kumar anak lelaki Vijayan. Nora Shikin binti Putih Muhammad. Narwati binti Lupin. Nurhayati binti Yaakob. Nurma Zuliana binti Mardi. Nur Rashidah binti Ramli. Nur Zamri bin Syamsuri. Nurul Syafinas binti Abdul Rashid. Orbeno anak Dewan. Sukri bin Ahmad. Syaiful Izzat bin Ahmad Sofi. Wan Suraya binti Sahabaluddin.
Sarjana Pengurusan Sumber Manusia.
Farah Nabilah binti Mat Isa lulus dengan cemerlang. Adnan bin Rosli lulus dengan cemerlang. Amirah binti Mohamed lulus dengan cemerlang. Azwa Daniseh binti Muhammad Zain lulus dengan cemerlang. Din Moli anak perempuan M. Gopal lulus dengan cemerlang. Zaini bin Ghazali. Faris bin Zainal lulus dengan cemerlang. Hamidah alias Hamidah binti Momong lulus dengan cemerlang. Mahazir bin Ahmad lulus dengan cemerlang. Mas Fatin Anisah binti Masna Sudarmaji lulus dengan cemerlang. Nurhanan binti Hasan lulus dengan cemerlang. Patricia Ongir lulus dengan cemerlang. Rosita binti Philip Lingo lulus dengan cemerlang. Veshikra anak perempuan M. Govindasamy lulus dengan cemerlang. Evanisia Duri anak Edward Ijau. Camelia Nancy Harris.
Chong Wai Lap.
Jusnali bin Mansur. Lau Mei Leng. Muhammad Razman bin Syahari. Muhammad Rosdi bin Haji Jusof. Nawawi bin Ciplin alias Ciplin. Noreni binti Dua. Nurhanila binti Muhammad Meras. Armohana anak perempuan Ramakrishnan. Ramona Ramli. Sarimah binti Abdul Malik. Siti Haizah binti Duraman. Ting Leong Guan. Johari bin Omar.
Sarjana Muda Komunikasi dengan Kepujian.
A.K. Ravishankar, anak lelaki Karunakaran. Agalius bin Jipsin. Ahmad Ashraf Syafiq bin Adnan. Elvina Stephanie Fernandez. Lester Chong Ching Yang. Mahendran, anak lelaki Subramaniam. Siti Khairani binti Khalil. Siti Nur Zuraidah binti Abdul Qadir. Sumati, anak perempuan Sinasami. Zuraina binti Ramli. Nik Salwa Arifin.
Sarjana Muda Pemasaran dengan Kepujian.
Hafiza binti Zainal Abidin. Mardiyah binti Hashim. Syamsul Amri bin Abdul Wahab. Kok Li Ying. Muhammad Nasir bin Yusuf Ghani, lulus dengan cemerlang. Abdul Matin bin Abdul Hamid. Jahadi bin Jaafar.
Sarjana Muda Pengurusan dengan Kepujian.
Adawiyah binti Wahid. Aswadi bin Abu Bakar, lulus dengan cemerlang. Al-Ardiyanah binti Awang Mohtar. Alif bin Muhammad. Amir Afwan bin Anwar. Aminah binti Bakhtiar. Aslinda binti Maspadi. Hafizah binti Itnin. Arsvin anak lelaki A. Ravichandran. Augusta Fradulinarkan. Azila binti Wahab. Azililah binti Ali. Azman bin Muhammad Taib. Azman bin Nuh. Barudin bin Pai. Betty binti Gimbat. Dayang Nuraidah alias Bobby binti Abdul Latif. Cik Aminah binti Omar. Cornelius anak Philip. Elaine Lim Mei Yi.
Emmy GDV Domi.
Farah Adila binti Rosli. Farah Yati anak Kemarau. Galpana anak perempuan Vidi Valley. Franklin anak Arah. Halimatun Sa'diah binti Bakar. Halizah binti Othman. Hamdan bin Sansai. Haslina alias Azlin binti Haji Saleh. Fong Yi Chi. Khalifah binti Abu Bakar alias Diana R. Castro. Haslinda binti Idris. Hazikah binti Abu Bakar. Herman bin Bia. Hishamuddin bin Muhammad Shah. Ho Hoi Sin. Ismawati binti Ismail. Iza Masrina binti Tony. Joanna Cynthia Tom Ham. J. Tanam anak perempuan Johoi. Juliet Jinawat. Kalaivani anak perempuan K. Mageswaran. Lechmi anak perempuan Ramachandran. Kalaivani Nagalingam. Kalaivani anak perempuan Kunskaran. Kumaradas Nair Chandran. Kuganeswari anak perempuan Velo. Maizura Muhammad Saidi. Magdalene Ng Hui Ping. Madan Kumar anak lelaki Murugan. Maisarah binti Meran. Leng Siu Jun. Mat Norisram bin Muhammad Daud. Masturah binti Muhammad. Mastura binti Samah. Mas Nur Surya binti Abdul Hamid. Mariani binti Muhammad Noh. Muhammad Asmil bin Amil Hasan. Muhammad Arif Fahmi bin Alias. Muhammad Faizal bin Abdul Ghani. Muhammad Aslam bin Muhammad Fauzi. Muhammad Abu Zar bin Abdul Razak. Muhammad Helmi bin Muhammad Rasul. Muhammad Firdaus bin Tarudin. Muhammad Fakri Faiz bin Kamaluddin. Muhammad Azham bin Muhammad Rahim. Muhammad Syukur bin Ahmad. Muhammad Syarul bin Ishaq. Muhammad Syarizad bin Mansur. Muhammad Nazim bin Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Akmal Fauzi bin Ismail. Muhammad Adha bin Ismail. Muhammad Syarizal bin Jeli. Muhammad Zulaini bin Jusof. Nirupa anak perempuan Kana Sevar. Muhammad Haikal Adli bin Abdullah. Najiha binti Abdul Talib. Muhammad bin Abdul Latif. Muhammad Amir Ashraf bin Muhammad Zura. Nur Ain binti Nazari. Nur Haidah binti Mahdin. Nur Hafizah binti Lana. Nur Rafidah binti Haji Lokman. Nur Liza binti Ramli. Nuriza binti Cik So. Nurhuda binti Hamid. Nur Hafizah binti Muhammad Azmi. Nur Aini binti Jamdin. Nur Fatiyah binti Muhammadan. Nur Farahana binti Muhammad Roslan. Nura Asmara binti Malib. Nur Zatul Ain binti Muhammad Nordin. Nur Fatin Najiha binti Herman. Nurul Azri Fatin binti Abdul Aziz. Nurul Ilwani binti Muhammad Yusuf. Nurul Farhana binti Isa. Premila Mohan. Nurul Syahira binti Jamin. Priyanka anak perempuan Krishnin. Omar Qayyum bin Arshad. Ramachandran, son of Arumugam. Raja Rosmaria binti Raja Badri. Rizwan bin Sharif. Ritalin Jandri. Rohani binti Mazlan. Rita anak perempuan Kristen. Rosmawati alias Nur Suziana binti Razali. Rohani binti Mokhtar. Rosali bin Rosli. Rosminah binti Arman. Ruhaida binti Mat Ramli. Ryan Ifen Emon. Sandhya Ramaravu. Nelly binti Edmund S. Ongiton.
Majlis diteruskan dengan persembahan multimedia. Hadirin dimohon terus berada di tempat duduk.
whatever we give to our students, our learners, it has to be the best.
Welcome to the proclamation of Chancellor Ceremony of Open University Malaysia.
Work together, because we have more than just educating and helping all these students.
To provide help and support to those students who need financial help.
Quality must come from people. If you have quality, the rest will follow.
Terima kasih. Penganugerahan diteruskan.
Sandira Gandhi, anak perempuan Kandasamy. Sanjeev Vedas, son of Bhagwan Das. Syahid bin Mat Azali. Syahida binti Abdullah. Sharifah Nur Haslina Said Muhammad. Siti Anita binti Muhammad Zailani. Shona Nair, anak perempuan Ravindran. Siti Hajar binti Muhammad Jalil. Siti Murshinah binti Muhammad Yusuf. Siti Nur Amira binti Zohani. Siti Nur Amiza binti Zohani. Siti Nur Azura Ismail. Siti Nurhaini binti Muhammad Arif. Siti Rainah binti Apil. Suzalin Benedict. Tan Li Wei. Tan Wan Ting. Ti Wan Er. Sharifuddin Hafiz bin Ismail. Tuan Muhammad Khairo bin Tuan Ismail. Vishalini Veria. Usman bin Raub. Vigneswari anak perempuan Balakrishnan. W. Mimi Azlinah binti Muhammad Isa. Wahidin bin Rahid. Wan Hamidi bin Wan Hasan. Yazrin binti Abeng. Zainal bin Salam. Zainurin bin Taib.
Sarjana Muda Pengurusan Pelancongan dengan Kepujian.
Emiana binti Dahim. Kelvin Lambai anak Jimmy Hampson. Masni Abang Zaidil. Silverstone Junid. Muhammad Rizwan bin Abi Rahim. Nabila Syahira binti Tugiman. Nur Akilah binti Maskim. Siti Furzani Nurhana binti Kamaruzman. Syafiqah Fatin binti Iskandar.
Sarjana Muda Perakaunan dengan Kepujian.
Tioh Sim Chi lulus dengan cemerlang. Ainal Rabihah binti Muhammad Anwar. Amuta Maler, daughter of Vatumale. Azaliyah binti Abu Bakar. Chan Wan Wen. Cynthia anak Bingkok. Goh Wen Ni. Khadijah binti Mustafa. Hanim binti Abdul Hamid. Agilan anak lelaki Tamudaran. Chu Wei Ming. Loshini, anak perempuan Mani Segaren. Subashini, anak perempuan Rajendran. Hazianisha binti Halmi. Hema Nantini, anak perempuan Anamale. Puan Hui Tieng. Jamuna, anak perempuan Rasya. Juwairiyah binti Yahya. Kartik, anak lelaki Ayalu. Lim Pei Yi. Moh Aini. Muhammad Syafiq bin Ismail. Murni binti Habib. Nasriyah binti Alias. Nur Hafizah Salmi binti Romali. Nur Farizan bin Ramli. Nur Rashima binti Radzwan. Nur Nadiah binti Abdul Ghani. Nur Syahirah binti Fakhrul Razi. Nur Ilin Kistina Sibil Abdullah. Nurul Atikah binti Mustafa. Nurul Huda binti Yahya. Pamela Hi. Primahwati, anak perempuan Vilayudem. Raghuvaran, anak lelaki Subramaniam. Rogini, anak perempuan Vijayan. Rohana binti Hamzah. Rosmariang Laming. Syakila Vani, anak perempuan Chandran. Sharani, anak perempuan Palan. Siti Sakinah binti Syekh Jaafar. Siti Yohanis binti Anwar. Suryana binti Abdul Salam. Tao Wei Ting. Wan Pei Lin.
Sarjana Muda Perbankan dan Keuangan dengan Kepujian.
Amir Ahad bin Abu Kamar. Fadilah binti Safi. Kirtana, anak perempuan S. Tamil Selvan. Tuan Wahida Akmal binti Tuan Lah.
Fakulti Pendidikan dan Sains Sosial. Sarjana Muda Pengajaran Pendidikan Rendah dengan Kepujian.
Navanita, anak perempuan Mariapan.
Diploma Pengajian Islam dengan Pendidikan.
Hazimah binti Muhammad, lulus dengan cemerlang. Rosmawani binti Ismail, lulus dengan cemerlang. Sarah binti Ismail lulus dengan cemerlang. Wan Yahani binti Wan Abdul Razak lulus dengan cemerlang. Afiza binti Akmal Hizri. Aida Nadzirah binti Azmi. Anis Falihah binti Haris Fazli. Asmawati binti Abu Sama. Azizah binti Halam. Azlina binti Muhammad. Dayang Mawah binti Muhammad Idris alias Mimi. Hamidah binti Ahmad. Hamimah binti Abbas. Hanizam binti Muhammad Aris. Heni binti Muhammad. Ifzan Hanim binti Idris. Jamidayu binti Ibrahim. Mariana binti Arifin. Muhammad Luqmanul Hakim bin Muhammad Sadun. Muhammad bin Abdullah. Muhammad Sharif bin Muhammad Sukri. Nur Habibah binti Zulkifli. Nur Aisyah binti Abdul Rahman. Nur Farahain binti Abdul Karim. Nur Zubairah binti Muhammad Yunis. Nuranis Wahidah binti Abdullah. Rabizah binti Muhammad Subairi. Rohaya binti Muhammad Yusuf. Rosliza binti Muhammad Zain. Rosita binti Cik Noh. Ruzita binti Endut. Said bin Ahmad. Siti Anim binti Yaakob. Siti Nur Hasimah binti Hasan. Siti Nur Hairiyah binti Abu Hamin. Siti Nur Hawa binti Ishaq. Siti Rahmah binti Ramli. Siti Zulaikah binti Warni. Siti Marauling binti Maming. Umi Kalsum binti Yahya. Suzana binti Sam. Wan Suryani binti Rosli. Wahida binti Abdul Wahid. Zara binti Mamat. Nur Muhammad Taqiyuddin bin Nur Zaini, Ardiansah bin Anwar, Amira Syamimah binti Ambosaka lulus dengan cemerlang.
Dan yang akhir sekali,
Nurul Amilin binti Mamat,
Terima kasih.
pengisytiharan penangguhan Konvokesyen. Dipersilakan Yang Amat Berbahagia Tan Sri Pro-Chancellor.
Sidang hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, dengan ini saya mengisytiharkan Konvokesyen Khas Open University Malaysia ditangguhkan. Wassalamualaikum. Terima kasih.
Negaraku dan perarakan keluar Dewan, Majlis mohon berdiri.
Demikianlah berakhirnya sidang ketiga Konvokesyen Universiti Malaysia. Harap maklum bahawa gerai jualan cenderamata sedang berlangsung di ruang lobi Aras 4.
Kupon tempat letak kereta boleh didapati di meja sekretariat yang berada di depan pintu masuk utama Dewan Merdeka Aras 4. Bagi pihak pengurusan OUM, kami mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih atas kehadiran sidang hadirin sekalian. Semoga kita bertemu lagi.
Pohon berangan tempat bertemu.
Girangnya rasa sanak saudara. Pulanglah Tuan membawa ilmu, binalah bangsa, bangunkan negara.